Alrighty, so I'm going to try to wrap this up as soon as possible because I do need to get back to my show, KW. But obviously there's a lot of stuff that's been like shown and stuff like that. A lot of people are confused on what to do, stuff like that. Just gonna give my guidance real quick because a lot of people don't know what to do. So obviously we have we have Moran coming out. I think most people know that Moran is a skip. We have, Aid, right? I'm gonna call her Audie because that's the English way of saying it, and I'm not calling her Aid, bro. I'm gonna call her Audie though. Right, but yeah, Audie. We have Audie here. We have the new limited privity. Both of them are limited as well, so I'm gonna talk a bit about that. Moran is the next banner, which comes out in a few days, in 4 days exactly. And then obviously, it is, I guess, well, kind of hinted that the collab is going to be coming out on the 22nd of February. So I guess they're gonna have the collab on the same day as the Chainsaw Man collab. Right now, the thing is about the Chainsaw Man collab, I think they announced it like a bit earlier than the actual collab day, right? Well, they always do, but like I think this one was announced in like advance, right? But it does say, I believe this will be well worth the wait, right? So that's kind of like a hint thing that the collab is going to be worth it. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. You don't have all the gems under the sun. You just summon for Modernia, Scarlet, the Step Up banner, all that jazz, right? A lot of people are gonna want Privity, not even because she's like good or bad. It's Privity, and it's a limited version of her, right? This is probably going to be, maybe she's going to be, maybe she's not, but it's definitely going to be top 2 best Elysian DPS, which could be very good for the Elysian Tower. They have nobody. They have nobody for their DPS besides Guillotine, and that's if you invest into Guillotine, right? Like I'm talking overload gear, quite built on the skill levels, etc., etc. So probably best Elysian DPS here. And again, it's Privity. Now the thing about Privity is that she works very well with Leona, so I'm not sure if you guys started summoning for Leona because of this Privity. Maybe a lot of you guys did, maybe you guys didn't. I don't think it's worth it for the Privity. I don't. She's gonna be okay, right? She can work without Leona, yes, but it's like, again, like I said in my last video, actually, there's no point of summoning for her if you're not going to be using her with her best team, because you're not replacing Red Hood, Modernia, any of the Scarlet, Summer and East, Ludmilla, whoever the better DPS are on your Bunny Girl or Schoolgirl teams. You're not replacing them with Privity. It's the reality situation. So it is a limited character. You're gonna probably have to wait till next year. I know it's sad, but you're gonna have to wait till next year to really get this character. Literally, that's literally what it is. And then when it comes to Audie here, I don't think she's gonna be that great as well, right? She has useful mechanics with the immunity, but it's just not worth it at all. It's just not worth it as well. It could be useful, but if it was like a more common thing, then sure, but it's not really common, right? And especially like if the debuff was like that big of a problem, then sure. But there are some like bosses that debuff you and stuff like that, but it's really not that big of a problem, right? Some might be defense lower, right? Some might be like, I don't know what the other ones would be, right? They're not that big. Like the craziest debuff that I could think of in this game is like damage over time, which not a lot of enemies have that. So those two probably gonna want to skip. Moran, I don't think I need to tell you guys that Moran is a skip, right? I don't think I need to. I know she's a very popular character, right? Looks wise, I do understand she's a very popular character, but you guys can read from her case. She's not worth it, right? She's supposed to be a support, defender, and an attacker. It's not gonna work out, especially since her base role is defender, right? She's a burst 1 defender class AR. It's not gonna work out. I'm sorry, right? Her damage is not gonna work out since it scales off of attack, and she's a defender. Her defending is gonna be okay. She has a great damage reduction, but she's a burst 1 character that doesn't really offer much. She's on a 40-second cooldown, so you're already forced to run her with another character. It's not worth it. I don't think I don't need to tell you that this character is not worth it. I don't think I need to tell you that. Right? This is just, unfortunately, just wishlist this character. Probably skip out on these two. Now for the collab, we don't know what the collab character is going to be. We do not know what that is going to be, but a collab character is definitely more valuable than everything else, like a limited and stuff, only because they will not rerun, right? And You guys might be saying, "Oh, Zxous, you don't know if they're not gonna rerun." Da 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 da. I'm only saying they're not going to rerun because they would have to rerun the collab with new characters as well, right? And I say it all the time. I'm sure everybody could agree that we wouldn't rather get new collab characters than a rerun with new collab characters from that same collab, right? Like I would rather, for example, Nier, right? Who's the? Let me use Chainsaw Man, right? Like I don't even remember the female characters in Chainsaw Man, but in Chainsaw Man, for example, right? I would rather get a collab with like One Piece and get all these new characters from One Piece than having a collab again with Chainsaw Man, right? Probably the same exact story, same events and stuff like that. And then the brand new characters are just like the I don't remember their names, but um like the girl that has scars on her face, the girl with the knife. Y'all know who I'm talking about, bro. I wasn't into Chainsaw Man like that. For real, for real. So yeah, I would not want the same collab with new characters from that collab. Make it different, make it more unique, right? Because then it just not gonna work out, right? It's just how it is, right? Most people will prefer a new collab than a rerun of a collab. Just what it is, right? So yeah, I think the collab is in your best interest. After that, we shouldn't see anything crazy for a while. There shouldn't be, I mean, unless they do a Easter event. And I mean, this year we're getting limited characters for Valentine. We didn't get that last year. We got only Soda and Coco. So it's a bit weird that we're getting limited this time around. For Easter, we didn't get an Easter banner, like a limited Easter banner, but Alice got a rate up. So especially since now they're doing limited for Valentine, they could do one for Easter. It's not out of the question, but I don't know, probably wouldn't be worth it because around that time we would have the half anniversary, right? So the half anniversary is not really near. I don't think so. It's at the end of April, so we're like at basically February, March, and like we have like 3-4 months, I guess. I'm pretty sure like 4 more months, 3 more months, right? Probably best in your best interest to save for the Pilgrim character, realistically. But it is a collab at the end of the day. Your best bet, collab. Skip everything else, go for a collab. Moran is not worth it. Privity probably might be useful, but again, she's just, it's like you had too much for her. You have to have Tove, you have to have Leona, yeah, you have to invest in all these characters, you have to have Privity, invest into her. Like, I know people are gonna say, oh, but she can be used on other teams, but the reality, they don't call me the villain of Nikke for no reason. The reason why I'm the villain of Nikke is because I will tell the truth in a world full of lies, bro. I'm telling you, you're not switching out your main DPS on your bunny girl or schoolgirl team for this Privity. It's the reality of the situation. So it is what it is. But yeah, overall, probably safe for the collab. Be cautious though, because again, half anniversary is gonna come soon after the collab. So it's really up to you. But my best advice for you is if there is a collab, this is like, I'm not sure if this is 1,000,000% confirmed, right? But if there is a collab, right? I should have probably said that. If there is a collab, save for the collab. If not, then just save for half annie. That's just how it is. You guys let me know what you think. I mean, I'm sure by then, by 80, we're gonna get some information on like the next character, right? But I'm sure by the time we get to the Halloween, the Valentine event, we're gonna have like the names of the next character, so we'll know if it's a collab or not by then. But for now, just save. That's it. What's the exercise up?